We are back. Sensei, Wade, changing it up. The Breakdown Boys.
Hey, I got my orange cream.
Pause. Now then, Sensei, we are on our Misfits number 7 breakdown series, and we've already broken down the main event. Let's talk about the co-main. Deji Swarms.
Deji Swarms.
Before we even get into it, you didn't get to watch the totality of this, but from what you did see, what did you think of this fight?
When I first heard, before I watched back, actually I didn't watch back the whole fight. I only saw clips.
Right.
But when I first heard it, I was like, "I told you so, son." That was my initial vibe.
What was your initial prediction? Deji decision?
Deji split decision, but don't be surprised by Swarms doing better than most people think. That Deji's not going to get him out of there, or people thought that Deji was just going to smoke him.
I really wanted Deji to smoke him, and this is not a disrespectful thing to Swarms. I just wanted to see that next step from Dej.
Okay, I feel you.
I wanted to see that next, okay, now, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we watched Poppy smoke Josh Bruckner, we went, oh, geez, we got a guy here,
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see from Deji. Didn't quite see that, but he did what he had to do, you know what I mean? He did what he had to do in this fight, because, guys, we know it's another banger video from the Breakdown Boys, but we have to take a break to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Sensei, we're in the middle of the NBA playoffs, but the biggest clipper that you should get your hands on today? They don't live out in LA. They're here with Manscaped, and when you use code TBD, you're going to get 20% off all these types of products we're about to describe to you, and free shipping. Sensei, sometimes I want my boys to see the summer suns. Sometimes I want to have them feeling as smooth as the Utah Jazz, but
talk to them.
I need to know what utensils, what utility, what instruments I got to use to help me get there. Talk to me.
First, you got the Lawnmower 4.0. Okay, this thing they have the greatest pube warriors. Okay, they make your body hair pube warriors, bro.
Got it.
They make hair removal, as easy as Steph Curry's a 3-pointer. Swish.
Hey, okay. Keeping it clean. Baby-faced assassin downstairs, though. Keep 100%. Going.
And also you have the Weed Whacker 2.0. It's new and improved. Okay, it's making its run for the new Player of the Year right here. Let me tell you
interesting.
Yes.
I hear that the Weed Whacker can also leave your hair as gone as LeBron's hairline, but that's just what I've heard. Wow. But, folks, if you want to take advantage of those two, I've got a third option for you, and I ain't talking about 6th man of the year coming off the bench skis. This is a main player. It's the Beard Hedger Pro. Not only that, Sensei, but when you got a beard like I do, you want to brush that thing out. Okay, maybe you can't see my beard, but it's definitely there.
Okay.
It's almost like any type of stat line from Russell Westbrook that's actually positive. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take advantage of all of those products and more, make sure you use code TBD for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. And Manscaped, thank you for sponsoring this video. Now, Sensei, let's get back into it. Dangerous guy, potential trap fight.
Look at Swarms.
Yeah, Swarms was doing his thing here early
Bouncing. Ooh, what's up? We're here.
Someone I saw on Twitter say he was doing the Walmart KSI style. And I was like, stop, bro. But Deji, and I liked this. I liked him opening up when Deji was just trying to look for that clinch.
I like Deji coming forward that early. That's a good sign from Deji, too.
Yeah.
I think Swarms look good there, too.
That ref cam is horrifying.
Man, that's wild. Oh, boy, what's going on?
Yeah, it makes you sick even looking at it. But
I thought Swarms was about to throw a front kick. That was just me.
Swarms,
look at him bouncing.
Yeah, Swarms had, but the problem here with Swarms is it was a lot of, and you see Deji again following up, it was a lot of unnecessary at-range bouncing, right? Like here, it's a lot of wasted movement stuff.
Right.
And then we get into range, and I like this, feint, whatever. But you're not Muhammad Ali, buddy, And this is not me saying this to be disrespectful.
He looking smooth, though. He looking smooth on his toes. Look at him.
I love it. I love it in range. But I think this is what contributed to him slowing down a little bit as this fight went on.
Right.
And I love Swarms to death is why I say it, because I want to be critical of the people I want to see get better, and he's getting better, man. He's getting so much better.
Yeah.
I just want to see him, he's only been doing it for 9 months. So
that's what I'm saying.
Critical.
I think that's one of those things where it's like, he's like, look at his balance right here. I've been working on my footwork. It's like, I'm just going to style on him.
He's going to show it.
Right, he's just showing it.
That's a hood punch if I've ever seen one.
That is. But
Come
I do
on now,
like
that's a street shot.
I like how the rest of his body's still connected though. A lot of
Everything
times when
moving
people
as
throw-
one. Yeah.
I like how when people throw hooks like that, you got a lot of extra shoulder motion, turning the head.
It wasn't
Damn,
a bad idea
double
to go to
leg,
the right hand.
Deji.
I know. It wasn't a bad idea to go to the right hand here from Swarms. Deji just gets underneath it.
Yeah, Deji underneath, run through that double.
Runs
Let's
through
go.
that double, buddy.
He does.
That's hilarious. Hooking the ropes there, too. Look at him.
Catching his breath. Yep.
Smart.
Look at
But you can see Swarms. Even off that turn, you can see him already. He's like,
ooh, look at that jab right there.
what are we saying? Give me that. Well, feints. Both guys feints. Deji being patient. This was the majority of the fight, though. Like this first round, I don't even have to show you rounds 2, 3, and 4 because this is what it was, and maybe just a little bit less volume from Swarms as it went on. So if you are Dej, right, and you see him doing some of the stuff that he likes to do, nice little right hand on the exit from Swarms.
There's a shoulder shake. It's coming for
Popping him out, baby.
or he's turning up on you.
It's like a cobra. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cobra doing the tail before they strike.
I'm not gonna lie. This is like a comedy, like a parody version of if Tommy Hearns and Joe Frazier were to fight. Do you know what I'm saying?
If I saw him sit down on a right hand like Tommy Hearns in any way, I'd shit my pants because that shit would destroy. But he's got
kind of deal. He's got like Tommy's energy, his way about him.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you remember how he would walk out sometimes? It would be like one of those old school like not like no sound films. It was black and white no sound films. Were like walking out like this. That's how Tommy would walk out and just set up.
I know.
Go crazy, dog.
Like something out of a Bruce Lee movie. Like he's like like the main freaking boss,
bro. I have to show you this now. The Tommy Hearns. I mean, you've seen it. The Tommy Hearns Marvin Hagler.
Yeah.
The way he comes out of the first round is so funny to me.
Bro, tell me, bro. That's Swarms. He's related to him. Look,
that's
his ancestors. Great granddaddy. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that far back, fam.
Great Papi Theo. You know what I'm saying? Great Papi Theo.
The original Kronk, baby. Look at that face, bro.
That's Swarms right there, bro.
Who's that? That's Dej?
Oh, that's Deji. No, this is
Deji.
What am I
saying, bro?
It's
Deji and Swarms, man.
We need the trilogy.
Right here. Watch the way he walks out. It kills me.
Look. We did.
This is how Swarms should be walking out from now on. Watch him. Bro, come on. What you saying?
Go back.
That's freaking Tommy Hearns throwing lead left hand.
That...
Woo. It's baby, the Northeast.
Go back to the fight. Tell me you see it.
That's
go back,
not them at all, bro. What are you
right
saying?
away. Go right now. Go back.
Hold on. Let me go here.
Tommy Hitman.
This is how this fight starts. Here we go. Let's see how they come out the same way here.
Yep. Look. That's Hagler right there, bro. That's Hagler.
Here we go.
Incarnated. Look. Oh, come on. What are you saying?
I just now noticed Swarms almost tripped off his first combination. Watch him.
Yep.
I didn't even notice it. Watch. Dope. Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened to Tommy Hearns. Remember, he walked out like this. He walked out like that, bro, and he got tripped up. Come on, look.
That is not the same, bro.
Tell me you see the difference right there.
Yep.
Of
course I see the difference.
Yeah. Those quick shoulders, bro. Hands tight, shoulders like that. Where Deji's like this, like a bulldog.
Oh,
Deji's a bulldog.
Yeah, no, I don't see it. Buddy.
Come on.
I don't see it.
Stand on the outside. Look at Marvin's coming in. Oh, Tommy with the counters. Yeah, the quick counters.
That was not bad. That's a little okay. That's a little similar.
This is the I'm doing my Leonardo DiCaprio thing.
Yeah, bro. So, with all that being said, all joking aside, Deji wins the fight. Decision.
Yes. Yep.
Like I said, did what he had to do. Some people were a little upset, like, you could have got him out of there. Why didn't you get him out of there, you know? And I can sympathize with that because of what Leon said on Twitter after. Let's take a look at that. Deji gets this done, I would say, in dominant fashion. He was really never in trouble in the fight. It was pretty much his fight from the rip. I think if you scored it 3-1 or 4-0 Deji, you were probably in line with what was accurate.
Yeah.
But Deji took 3 months off and had to lose 9 kg in 10 weeks. This was Deji at 60%. I hope Swarms knocks some sense into him, and now he'll give 100% to boxing. Looking forward to seeing the new Deji. My question is this, and it really is right here. This guy, Bias Sport, kind of has the same question. How many times do we have to see someone say that?
Right.
You know, when do you learn the lesson to be in shape?
Well, I think, I think we look
That's
at
what's holding him
Deji.
back. That is exactly what's holding him back. And he
Yeah,
knows
I
this.
know.
And Deji, if you do watch this, you know we love you to death, man.
Right.
This is why I have to bring it up, because so does Leon. And I'm sure that the people
Yeah.
closest to him are saying the same thing, because it's always that thing when we know it's there. We've seen it now.
Yeah, I know. Well, we know it's there, but like Deji did so much just to get to the level that he's at now.
Yeah.
So I know we're saying 60% because we see the potential.
Yeah.
But the amount of stress and that he had to go through because of how difficult it was for him to be a boxer, to live the life. For some people, it's easier, right? For Deji, it's just he was not about it, bro. So he had to go through so much just to get to Fusi, then to Floyd Mayweather, right? He goes through that. And that for him is like way beyond our expectations beforehand, right? We expected him not to show up never ready. I'm talking about before, right?
Yeah.
That climb. So he reached like a new peak. So where most people see it because of what JJ has done and what other people, his peers have done, maybe we see, all right, Deji's just getting started now. But
Right.
Deji's like, dude, I've been spending 5 years just to get here. Like this is almost the top of the mountain for him. Obviously, there's new mountains to climb for him, and we see a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But, we talked about, coming from you. You said you didn't think you were going to see Deji ever fight another influencer again.
Yeah.
We thought he was done with the scene. Maybe he mentioned Liam Payne and stuff like that. Maybe we could talk about that.
Do that, yeah.
Right. So maybe we never thought we would see him do something like that. And I was, sort of on that same wavelength, not knowing what he's going to do because it took so much for him just to get to that point that he already got to.
Yeah.
So does he set his sights on doing that all over again and changing his lifestyle even more so that he needs to go through that next hump to get to a real fight weight, right? Does he do that? I don't know. I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him if this is kind of, because we were literally like, Vinny Hacker, that's the end. And we're good, Deji. You've done enough, bro.
Right.
This isn't for you. Like, we're like, all right, good job. That's it.
Yeah.
So this is all icing on the cake. But, I don't know. It's a tricky situation because the influencer boxing, man, you get people at so many different levels.
Yeah.
And we see people, we want to compare them so quickly. And, and because now he's shown some talent and he's talking like he wants to fight people. He wants to avenge his losses and he's saying that, but does he really mean it? Or
That's
you know
the
what
thing.
I mean?
That's the thing I hold
exactly.
on to.
When you're going down that path, it's like, all right, buddy, then we got to go down that path.
Exactly. If you're gonna say, and Deji even came out with a video and said, I this is the last time I'll take that long a time off. I do love this sport. I want to, I'm committed to this sport. All right, if those are the words, then let's see it. Let's no more 3 months. And again, I don't know if it was health stuff or whatever he was going through something. I don't know, so I can't say. But if he wants to, like he said, get to Jake Paul, if that's the goal, which I don't see happening, but it's a good goal to have, right? Go have something to reach for,
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Guys like Swarms, that's an outlier, bro. To get in that kind of shape, JJ.
Oh no,
the transformation,
that quickly.
outliers.
I don't disagree with you.
We see guys at the highest level. We see Andy Ruiz win a championship, then show up out of shape. We see guys
complacency
forever. Sure. Roberto Duran show up drunk to fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've seen it. Guys who are the best of the best having issues with training and camp and discipline. So we see guys like, there's outliers in the scene, or the main guys like Jake Paul and JJ are just like workhorses. And that's not everybody.
Well, that's another thing you could say is like, if you were Deji and you had that Floyd Mayweather fight, you kind of look at it and you go, well, shit, okay, I just did everything. I did it.
Right.
So maybe you're right there, because I was thinking about it in my head and be like, well, Deji hasn't even made it to the top. So what is there to rest on the laurels? But he kind of did, in some ways.
He made it beyond. He made it over the top for him.
Yeah. So I get it. But at the same time, it's got to be, like you said, either we're going down that route or we're going down the route that he said in his post-fight interview.
Clean slate, buddy. Clean slate. Now, you done that, but that was yesterday.
Yeah. So
that was yesterday's game. Right now it's 0-0, guys. Boys, we got to go out there
tomorrow.
Literally.
So let's talk about it. Deji wins this, and he calls out somewhat, kind of, Liam Payne, Which, by the way, I called you about 5 months ago and said, hey, I think I know Deji's next fight. It's going to be Liam Payne. That isn't just a random call out. There isn't just a random occurrence that Liam Payne is in the crowd that night. Is this thing for real?
Nostro-Wadeness.
Yeah, bro.
I don't. Instead of Nostradamus.
Nostro-Wadeness. Yep.
Nostro-Wadeness.
Bars.
Hey.
So, do you see that happening for Dej next, or does he take on another influencer like a Bryce Hall or somebody like that? Like, what do you see him doing next?
I would love Bryce. Come on.
I know, dude. I want to see Bryce get a fight too.
Does Liam want to fight?
He says he wants to fight, but I think he more so wants to fight specific people like KSI. Does Deji do it for Liam Payne, one of the biggest superstars in the world at a certain time with One Direction? Does he go, well, I don't want to, like, why would I fight him? I want to fight the more clouded brother. You know what I mean?
Well, if Floyd Mayweather fought Deji, I don't know. I mean,
money, but that wasn't, Misfits wasn't paying that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know. But I just don't, you're not going to fight KSI. Yeah.
I'm saying, for a guy like that, is his ego going to allow him to go, oh, yeah, I'll fight this guy? You know? Like, I'm sure his ego thinks he's on the same level as KSI. So why would he, why would he come? Just like every other influencer. Ego plays a part in a lot, and obviously
that's true. That's true.
I don't know. But on the other side of things, while we think about that, what does Swarms do next? What do you see for him? Because what we saw on the night, I got to say, this might have been one of the worst things on the show. And I don't mean this in any way to be toward Pineda or B. Dave or anybody like that, but we'll just take a quick second and describe this for the people that didn't get to see it. Swarms has just lost the fight, right? He's being interviewed by Adi Oladipo, which should have sent red flags off to everybody watching to begin with, because we usually don't interview the loser, at least not directly,
Right, I was wondering that too.
Usually, me and Adi, we kind of let the loser do their thing. If they want to say something, we give them a quick moment, and then boom, whatever. But it was a point for him to interview Swarms. And as Swarms is talking, like into the mic, not between questions, he's talking into the mic, they shut the lights off. They sneak Pineda and B-Dave into the ring. Gong, Undertaker transition to the song for Pineda. He's in the middle of the ring with a microphone. So is B-Dave.
Way too long, bro. Way too long.
Took way too long. And also, Swarms had no idea it was going to happen, obviously, because
that's crazy.
They do the thing. And I know that listen, I know that Misfits does this thing where they will tell some people what's happening and some people they won't tell so they can get a genuine reaction. Problem is, sometimes that genuine reaction is what everybody else is thinking. The fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Pineda calls out Swarms, even though he just lost, which is again weird. What are we doing? Like Pineda, the guy that only has lost to KSI, the pro boxer, comes into the ring, doesn't call out the guy that just won. It says, "Hey, Swarms, I'll fight you next." Makes a lot of sense. You just made yourself look like the worst negotiator possible because you're fighting the loser. Anyway.
The freaking mariachi band for like 2 hours before he started.
Yeah, just keeping it going. But then, B. Dave is his quote-unquote translator. They hop out of the ring because they're like, oh, and the plan is to go and say it to Swarms' face. That's what was told to us.
I couldn't believe that. They went back to the presentation box.
So they go to the presentation box. Mind you, Pineda speaks no English. They don't have a translator out there for him. B-Dave can't translate. So you have Adi Oladipo, poor guy, my brother, trying to figure out what to say to these two.
Get these two.
And he asked Pineda, he said, "You want to fight Swarms?" And Pineda looks at Adi and said, "I'll fight you."
Yeah. How about you? Adi was like, what?
What are we doing?
No, I was watching that and I was like, oh, buddy, what's going on here?
I understand what they're trying to do because I know how they work. This is WWE to them. The problem is, in WWE, outside of the Montreal screw job and some things back in the early 70s and 60s and some shoot kind of stuff that would happen, you tell everybody that's working what the work is. You tell them all.
Dude, I can't believe they decided to get Pineda in the ring and then to think that they're going to keep Swarms up there, standing up there.
Yeah, obviously, you didn't tell him.
The only way to do that is the Undertaker music comes on, they cut him off, and Pineda comes right out
there.
Right there.
Right out in front of him.
oh, then they face off. That's perfect.
Exactly. But again, why do it to the loser? I don't understand that. It was obviously pre-planned for them to do it to Swarms.
Right.
Regardless if he won or lost, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't like that fight next for Swarms, Pineda. I think Pineda will smoke him, and then you'll go, okay, we just set up one of the pro boxers who is not an influencer. I know he's got a good story, and we've made him into something, but we'll set him up and take out a guy that genuinely is entertaining, that genuinely has good promos and does the diss tracks and does all the stuff influencers should be doing, to then do what with Pineda? What are we building him up for? To fight KSI again?
Yeah, KSI rematch is always there, you know what I'm saying?
And then, like, what are we doing? A tag team? Are we not? What's B-Dave doing with him? It made no sense to me. If you want to have Pineda fight Deji, that still doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay.
I know. How about Ade goes, he finally goes, all right, so you and Swarms. And then he's like, Deji. He's like, Ade's like, bro, come on, dude. Give
Work with me here, dog. Work with me. Because Deji next. You. Starts pointing around. You in the crowd.
He's like, all right, I don't know who he wants to fight, but
yeah, dude, it was a train wreck. Like I said, I know they're trying to do stuff different, but different doesn't always equal good. And that one was not good. But I think if you're Deji, the Liam Payne fight for Deji makes sense. Sure. Bryce Hall makes sense. Sure. Some people are saying Slim. Okay. I think Leon said he wanted Deji to come down to 160, 150. There's some guys there potentially as well. Whatever it is, I want to see 100% Deji. That's my end thought here. I want to see 100% Deji.
Facts.
For Swarms, listen, he's dedicated. He said he wants to come back. Do not give him Luis Pineda. Don't do that.
Why? You think Swarms can't beat him?
Not that Swarms can't beat him, but it's not the fight you give him after fighting Deji, and he loses.
Yeah, facts.
It's not a great fight for him. So you give him to Deji, and Deji beats him surely off pressure. Right? Just pressured him. You give him Pineda, who's a better boxer than Deji is. Not by a lot, but he's gotten more experience doing this. And he's longer, so he doesn't have to just force his way into range. He can just punch his way in. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You're shitting where you eat at that point. Give Swarms to somebody like, you could do the Ryan Taylor rematch. You want to do that? Makes more sense to me.
I feel like there's a lot of guys he can go against, you know?
Yeah, give him the similar level experience. Give him 9 months. Give him a year.
Right.
Don't give him pro boxer.
Yes, because Swarms is literally getting the kind of gauntlet. JJ, Ryan Taylor, tough.
Yeah.
Deji.
Give him. I don't know, man. Give him somebody coming off a loss like him. You know, give him a relatively inexperienced guy coming off a loss. What's his name? The streamer was a part of the tag team and also had a fight before that. God, what's his name? Mizkiff, those guys. I'm going to have to look it up now. Ice Poseidon. Give him Ice Poseidon.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Give him Ice Poseidon. He didn't look terrible in the Brandon Buckingham fight. He just got overwhelmed. Okay, maybe he looked a little worse. But still, give him that guy.
He goes, he didn't look terrible.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to help here. We don't know. Comment section, let us know who is next for Swarms, who's next for Deji, and who's next on the production team to be fired after some travesty like that. We don't have those answers, but we'll find out.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know